YK is back.
Let's start with the nation. Tinubu to world leaders, change your negative view about Africa. Oil prices surge over supply disruption. ICPC arraigns El Rufai's chief of staff for alleged money laundering. Court reserves ruling in Oni's ex-queen Hamzat and bail options. French Malian Chile takes over as Super Eagles coach. Or cult killings, 19 arrested, 573,000 applicants gone in for the 3,927 customs job. Okay, let's start now. Which story are we going with?
Let's just start with the
nation.
Major.
You know, the Oyo Stampede.
Okay.
Justice K.B. Olawoyin was the one who presided over the matter yesterday at the Oyo State High Court, and he has adjourned to, he has fixed January 13th to deliver ruling on their bail application. So, Olori, or former Olori, Naomi, the former wife of the Oni, Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat, and Abdullahi Fasasi, who is the principal of the Islamic High School, Bashoru Ibadan, where both have been held, detained since the stampede by the court. So their lawyers brought their application for bail, and the court has fixed January 13th, and I'm doing the maths. Hopefully a few days they will be, granted freedom. They've been there since that stampede happened in December, and they spent their entire dirty December period in the detention.
It's really sad.
This is a very sad one, because they are, yes, they organized and
yes, the detention was noble.
Yes, and it was, and they didn't want to down on it. They didn't bring this. They didn't, plan for this to happen.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Really sad.
I have the customs recruitment. They say that barely a week after the portal of the Nigerian Customs Service was opened for its 2024-2025 recruitment, not less than 5,073 yes not less than 573,500 and something's happening to me today. 519 job seekers have applied for jobs into the service. So they said that the portal, government had approved 3,927 officers for the customs job, but the number of people is just, nearly, too many, over 10 times more than, what is available for. And they're breaking down the categories for the people that have applied. They said they have two categories of officers. We have the support staff members that are professionals, and we have the general duty. For general duty, they said there are three categories for ranks. General duty under Superintendent Cadre have 249,218 candidates that applied. Then the Superintendent Cadre's support staff cadre, they have 27,722 with HNDs and university degrees. Then there's the inspector cadres, that's for those with NCE and national diploma. That one, they have over 115,000 applying for that as well. And then they also have 12,952 applicants. It just shows that there are a limited number of jobs and there's so many applicants. The story is I hope it's not that there's going to be that interview. Those cases where they go for interviews, there's stampede, especially in this, revelation where we see what happens. Please, going forward, let them just keep everything maybe online and then invite only those that they have spaces for.
All right.
So the Nigerian Football Association.
Hey.
The Nigerian Football Federation has formally announced the appointment of erstwhile coach of Mali. He's now the Eagles coach, Eric Sekou Shell, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, as head coach of the Nigerian senior men's national team. He used to coach the Malian team. He even carried them up to almost the finals in the last African Cup of Nations. It's the semi-finals, and he's now going to be heading our team, and they're hoping that he's going to give us a place for the World Cup.
Okay.
Okay, so oil prices, according to international reports, oil prices surge over supply disruption induced by the Russian and Iranian supply and the face of the escalating Western sanctions. According to the report, Brent crude futures advanced 60 cents, and it also sold for $76.90
It's around.
a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was up 50 cents. So the federal government's oil prices also benchmarked the 2025 budget, estimates about $75 per barrel. It seems market participants have started to price in some small supply disruptions risk on Iranian crude exports to China, said the UBS analyst Giovanni Stovono. So that's just pricing, international pricing. In a nutshell, international prices of oil is getting up. Moving on now to the Punch bandit influx. Task force meets as Amotekun police tighten southwest boundaries. Tinubu calls for Africa's unity. Obasanjo Zuma attend Mahama's inauguration. Romance scam. 2 US-based Nigerians face 40-year jail term. Stampede. Oni's ex-queen orders alleged illegal detention. Oyo opposes bail. PDP differs as Okpebolo accuses local government chairman of $12 billion diversion. 12 billion naira diversion. Forex. Food crisis likely as northern farmers opt for export. Forex allocations for fuel imports rise to $1.25 billion. Threat to life, Atiku LP carpets Tinubu, APC lampoons Obi. Okay, which story?
I have the Forex story. So according to this Punch report, the average cost of basic food item in Nigeria may reach an unprecedented level of price surge in the coming months. And this is not good news. They said that in the midst of the challenging economy, this is of course going to worsen things. They said this projection is based on decisions by farmers in the northern part of the country to export their bumper harvest to neighboring countries in exchange for foreign currency while neglecting local demand as the dry season approaches. You can already start feeling the heat outside. So while farmers in Kaduna and Kwara are complaining of poor harvests and caused by drought and diversion of farm inputs by politicians, their counterparts in Jigawa, Kano, Yobe confirmed that they had bumper harvests, of crops including millet, sorghum, beans, maize, but they said, a significant portion of this produce were exported to countries including Niger Republic, Cameroon, Chad, Ghana, and even as far as Asia and Europe for higher price. So I can understand Asia, Europe, but except the currencies in our country compared to our neighboring countries bad. The price of food, of course, is a major driver of our economy and was pegged recently. The inflation for food was pegged at 34.60% in November 2024, and it continues to go up. So we don't need this right now, but okay. I don't know whether I should be pleading economic empowerment to farmers or I should be pleading, patriotism to farmers, but we beg.
All right, so our president was in Ghana, so President Tinubu has called on African leaders to prioritize unity and dialogue as the foundation for the continent's progress. He spoke on Tuesday in Accra during the inauguration of the new president, John Mahama. Apart from Tinubu, other notable African figures were all in attendance. Ex-Nigerian presidents like Olusegun Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan. Also, Rwandan president was there, Paul Kagame, and ex-Southern African president Jacob Zuma. Tinubu, in his speech, also hailed Ghana's democratic transition as a symbol of Africa's potential for collaboration and resilience. Furthermore, he addressed the audience of the regional leaders and dignitaries. He urged leaders to set aside differences and work together for the collective good of the continent, underscoring the dialogue as a key to answering and resolving disagreements. Okay, let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.